Hello, it's Origami Specialist, teaching you how to make a flower sort of thing. It's the best I can describe it right now, but it really is an elegant piece. So what you first want to do is fold the paper into 16 in both the horizontal and vertical directions, and then on the diagonal axis, whatever you want to call it, you have to divide that into 16 too. Once you have done that, you will have this, just like this. Okay? Now, this entire piece is folded from the white side, so you're going to flip it over. I have highlighted this crease pattern that you first need to fold. These are all on pre-existing creases. So, what you need to do is, on these solid creases here, you need to fold mountain folds, and on the dotted creases, you need to make valley folds, if that wasn't obvious already. Now, once you have done that, which I have also done just now, you're basically going to group up these quadrangles like this, and really highlight these diagonal creases here. That's what really brings the entire model into. Now, you want to basically fold everything onto this tiny square that is highlighted in valley folds. So, you're going to grasp these and highlight those. Just doing that on all of them, like this. Now you're going to start pushing these in, like this. Just doing it from all sides here, like this. And now, open. You're going to open these side things, just like this. So you should have some sort of X thing, and on the front, you should have a square with dividing lines here. Now, back to the back. Here, think of these as triangles on top of squares. Now what you're going to do is grasp this middle part and open here. Along this bottom line of the square, you're going to make a valley fold that goes diagonal here. Make a mountain fold, sorry. Make another mountain fold where that square ends, and then another mountain fold diagonally, just like this. Now, you're going to collapse this on top of itself, just like this, folding it in, just continuing to do this, and finishing off, so you can see inside there. And then just flatten. The inside there, you can see. Just finished off. Now, these diagonal creases should come to the center diagonal crease. You're going to do this on all of these. You're basically going to open up that triangle on top of a square, make all your mountain folds, and then collapse it on top of itself, always towards the center. Every single fold is going towards the center. This piece is going to get smaller and smaller. Okay? So, do that on all of them. Just doing this, and then collapsing, like this. Again, these are all on pre-existing creases. So just continuing to do this, collapsing, And then the last one. I'm just doing this quickly. I folded this model several times. I really like this piece. I should have something like this. On the front, you're starting to get an X. Sorry. You're getting an X and a square on top of that. Now, we are going to make it look, only look, it's not actually happening, as if this middle square is lying on top of 4 other squares. We're basically going to collapse this into a square. So again, back to the back. You are going to open here, like this, okay? And make creases like this. You're getting another triangle on top of a square there, and on this side too, the same way. And you're just going to make a crease where they connect, a good solid crease. And then you're just going to collapse this by grasping these again. This is just like the very first step. And putting it down on top of itself, basically. I'm just tidying up here. And open. And you should have more of these triangle squares. Okay? I'm going to show you again on these. On this one here, okay? So you're basically opening this, making some creases. So then you've got your first figure with the triangle on top of the square. You're making another one over here, like this. And making a crease that connects them, like this. Again, you're just going to collapse this, very similar to the first step, except that this is very small scale instead of all the way. Remember, everything is going towards the center. That is the golden rule with this piece. Again, you're just opening up. On both. Like this. Now you're starting to get these, and you're starting to see, if you can, this is very I did mine very not neat. Just rushing through this. Okay? You're starting to get that square lying on top of other squares look here. Just tidy up to make it look nice and clean, which mine of course is not. Now just do the collapsing step on your other two here. And then my last one here. You're almost done. Just hang in there. If you're an experienced folder, then this is an easy model, and I am, of course, not an experienced folder. This is a very complex model on my scale. So you should have something like this, something like this. Now you should, if you did yours very neatly, be starting to see that look that you're going for. You're getting a square on top of squares on top of squares. Now I'm just going to add some finishing touches. You are one step away from being done. Again, on the back side. For some reason, I find this last step very, very confusing. So, again, I hope you're starting to see that all of these steps are following a pattern. You open, fold some stuff, collapse, and then it repeats. You're just going to do this again. So basically, open, just like this, and make a mountain fold in the middle. Fold it up on itself. And then squash. If that didn't come across clear to you, you are at the same level as me. It is quite confusing. Again, make your mountain fold, collapse, and squash. Making a nice little point over here, I hope. And just basically opening this. So then, you're finishing off now. You're making a gap in here. And just repeat with the next 6 figures, as I've been referring to them as. Just like this, opening up, and then folding down. Yeah, if your neatness is not so great throughout the model, it'll definitely start to show in this last step. It'll definitely start to show. The back really shows the complexity of this model, while the front is real simple and beautiful, as I will best describe it as. You're just continuing to do this all over. I do go from front to back many times, just to make sure that the front is turning out the way I would like it to. With a lot of models that I've folded, it is folded mainly from the back, and only the details are folded from the front. But in this case, every single fold you make is on the back side. So make sure you start with the right color on